to feel alive. It's what we wish for. Someone there all night till fall. You say you're just a guy, but you're the one that takes me high. In your arms I never cry. Always leave me with a smile. Got lost in all the time, baby. I love the way you are. I love the way you love me, baby, baby. Yeah. I love the way you are. I love the way you love me. The love you giving me so unreal, can't believe. We met at the wrong place, the wrong time. Never thought you'll ever be all mine. You challenge me, you feed my mind. I like the way you hold me and tell me everything's gonna be alright. I like the way you whisper in my ear, tell me all your secrets and fears. I'm in all my life, I never felt like this before. Wanna say it loud, tell the world that I love the way you are. I love the way you love me, baby, baby.
It's a Rastafari greetings, Cape Town Massive, wherever we at kwezo kona nina nihleli kuzo. So ungaphakathi ngoku endlini, ndizama ukuthi hlalani phansi, sit tight and make sure whether ke mhlawumbe uphethe popcorn zakho ezenziwe ngekhona. No doubt that, right? And qinisekisa ke it is LN to the G. It's more fire, definitely UMLILO Fire Talks with LN to the G. Namhlanje ndiyayazi into okubana omunye umuntu ufuna ukwazi wagwan today. What's going to be happening? Definitely we've got none other than the legendary daughter. If you don't know when we talk about UMLILO Dube, legendary daughter of Elder. We talk about the Elder himself, the leader when it comes to reggae music, Mzansi, internationally. We talk about abroad, if you don't know that. Right now, makasingene ngaphakathi inside UMLILO Fire Talks with UMLILO Dube. He's inside there, pan. Let me just tell you this. 93.6 FM bachilo banye bantu bathetha kakhulu pha ku radios. Right now mntasekhaya UMLILO Dube, we are inside Cape Town TV and it's Fire Talks. We are here to reason on the highest level. May I say a royal salute?
Oh, greetings, my brother.
Respect, Mama.
Respect.
Thanks. Mama, firstly, I know Cape Town Massive kokokuqala ifumana ukubona wena I would say in Cape Town and
Yes.
not just basically in Cape Town. I must put it in a sense in the province, you know,
in the province,
just for touching and blessing the province itself.
Yeah.
But firstly, we know UMLILO Dube is the daughter of the legendary.
Yeah.
But UMLILO Dube, what would you say, just giving a massive of Cape Town, or should I say the Cape Town Massive, who is UMLILO Dube yena on her own?
Yeah, UMLILO Dube is a nice person. UMLILO Dube is, she's funny, she loves life. I love music. I live for music. It is my heart and everything that I am. So yeah, and family first. That's UMLILO Dube.
Right, and clearly it goes to the point when you say to me family first, it means basically growing from a family of music. Basically, many South Africans might say that in this time. But for wena, what does that? Okanye uzothi umuntu ithethe ukuthini lonto leyo?
Mangithi family first.
Yeah.
Mangithi family first yonke into eyenziwa ekhaya. Iyo engithi mangiphuma ngaphandle bayibone. So into engifundiswe yona ekhaya mangiphumela phandle abantu ngibabonise yona. So family comes first before I can reach others. I should reach my own first.
Inthatha mna lonto
Yeah.
lenkulu ne inbeka kwipoint yokubana ndikubuza ukuthi kulo mzuzwana now just in a 1 minute level ukuthi ingaba mhlambi how was it for wena to grow up within that kind of family of music?
Yeah, well, I didn't really actually grow up. I came later. I was already older when I was already went through. You
never knew that Cape Town.
Yeah, I already went through. The whole underground scene. Demo movement. All those stuffs. Yeah, I've already released like 2 albums prior to me meeting my father. So yeah, underground release. Not like you can buy in the stores.
Prior you meet your father.
Yeah.
You have already released 2
Yeah.
albums.
Yes.
Wow. Now, it comes to a level, before I go to the break, I know that I must make sure that I take a break and just drink the water, you know, to make sure we just levels up the vibes more and more. Right now, I know for a fact that in Cape Town, or should I say around the world, already people start to acknowledge you about Lucky Dube and all that. And like, I want us to move and sort of reason more on that. But for Wena out there, just sit tight and make sure in the again we will be moving and reasoning more with Unkuli Dube, specifically now, wanting to understand how did the shadow of the elder sort of come on top of her. Righteously, clock on Ukuyo. You are watching UMLILO Fire Talks. Siyabuya.
Fireman, 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 fireman.
It's a red, gold, and green. We keep it clean. Remember, it's in Cape Town still. Righteously, in this time of an hour, UMLILO Fire Talks still with Unkuli Dube inside the house. Righteously, Mama, as I said, break, we might have wanted to looking at his tunes, shadow utata has been long time known. Now comes Unkuli Dube. When you come on stage, they are expecting.
Yeah, you know, in the beginning, like when after Obaba has passed, but prior to him passing, people would just, you know, just love my music and you understand and whatever, and we all go out and we
in the
perform.
undergrounds.
I worked with Ntando, I worked with Lebu Matosa, so I was already in the scene. So then when when my father passed away, that's when everything just went, crazy.
Yeah.
So then when I performed after that, people expected me to continue from that level going up. They didn't give me a chance to start.
Definitely, the bar now is...
Yeah, so that's the bar. So from here, you have to go there. So no one, like, it took time for me to, and I don't mind that because it made me a better artist on stage, because then I have to worry about everything, because I cannot just come not prepared.
That's true.
Yeah, so it was a good thing.
Now, like, I think many people already have seen Father, I would say, when it comes to Lucky Dube being, I would say, warm welcome, basically from, I would say, outside of abroad. One would say Jamaica has shown itself, Africa has shown itself. But when it comes to Ekaya, people would start to be talking about being reluctant to say, but knowing for the fact, Ukuti, South Africa has given birth to Utata, and the fact that Utata has been in Umculo Mpakanga, as well as he come to reggae music. He was actually he was also actually banned Umculo work at some time. But most importantly, that I want to understand, when you look at now, like the after, basically people now are starting to talk about Utata in a very much. But what would you say when as Unkuli to be looking at reggae music in that level, up Mzansi?
Well, reggae music has grown over the years. I mean, it was reggae as in general was banned, like because, you know, of what they say, what they write about, you know, then that they wrote about, what issues that they had to address. And at the time, the government and everything else was against all that movement and stuff. So then reggae was cut off from the mainstream. So then now that reggae is coming, and now it's becoming like a fun thing, the youths, there's like Thursday dances, there's all these things. Now it's becoming like a more, people are becoming more aware and more accepting. So then that's when they put the right message, because now people are listening. So I am very happy about the level where it is now compared to then. Now people are not fighting the sound, they're not fighting the message.
People tend to overstand now.
Yes, they overstand now.
Respect.
And they're interested.
Yeah, Mama, like now coming to your own album, because already you have released 2 albums in the beginning, but now coming to the old album that whereby you have come up with Who Are Them as well. I think there's a tune that you have also worked there with Lord Harmony.
Yes, Lord Harmony, yes.
Yes, sir,
here,
you see. So from P, man, I make my research. Check me out. But in which way, like looking at that album, just alone itself, how was the reception of it around, I would say, from looking at around abroad and also up Ekaya? Yeah.
The reception for that album, in my way, it was better, I think, more accepted outside than it was here in Ekaya. It is not because I write about too difficult things or too deep or whatever. It was just neutral, but then because it was put under the umbrella of reggae already, it was, didn't even have to listen to it. The nominations that I was nominated for here in South Africa was because best dressed, best look, best style, best, it's just
not about the
it's just
music
about
itself.
best design, best cover, best. That's all I have to offer to them. So then when they listened, what worried me, what hurt me was that. So they listened to my album, the whole thing that I've done, everything that I've done, and all you saw was my beautiful cover. I'm like,
what? So you see?
You see? Yeah.
South Africa, you better look up on the real thing.
Yeah, so now when I went out that side, I was nominated at the World Music Awards in 6 categories, which was a new thing there. No artist has ever been nominated in more than 2. So we nominated along the Rihannas and best female, best vocal, best instrument, best band, best sound, best. So then they took my art into consideration, and that's the only difference that we had there.
And that for me was strictly now for me showing that this is your way, and for me it was actually showing that you have made your mark. And I would like to understand it from you. Did you feel that with the album My Way, did you really make your mark? I would say, did you actually did you give the audience that tended to want to see the father? Did you give them that kind of sort of the line to say, this is Nkulu?
This is me, because the sound, Yakababa, and even the issues that he would attack, where then that time they were like, so now I have different issues, so it's my way. We, as the youth, are dealing with different things. Yes, we still deal with racism. We still deal with men abusing women. We still deal. So those are things that I am going to be writing about, that I wrote about. We still we deal with cultural differenses. So some people don't even know their own culture. So that's what I write about. People my age don't know what a Xhosa man does when this happens and what that, So that's what I write about. That's why I am.
And it goes to basically to talk about what you have got actually also on the album My Way. Because you've got, I think, one of the titles are expressing there. And also, within the album, you also expressed about one would wonder actually when you would talk about I think it's the story whereby they've killed the father.
Abayaz.
Abayaz in Dobayenza. Now, in that, one would wonder what was running on your mind at the time as you write this.
Well, when I wrote the song, it was more like it was anger somewhat. It had a bit of animosity in it. Just basically venting. It was a vent.
As a lioness, sometimes.
I was just roaring.
It
was just a vent, that song. Because I was really, really, really hurt. Especially the last verse. The first two verses I jogged up a while ago, but then it made sense when it all came back together because I was angry.
I know the Cape Town Massive now. Before I take a break and as we move forward to the third segment, I will definitely be looking basically to talk now more about Nkulu in the life, interaction with the people and seeing actually the world around. But most importantly, right now, already I want to just let the Massive out there who's sitting, as you're sitting at home, just sit down there, Nkulu. We are reasoning with Nkulu. UMLILO Fire Talks. Remember that Cape Town Massive, we are still making sure that when in second you are inside there and sitting tight. Channel 263, that's where you must be at. See? Boom! Run things. You don't know.
Fireman, heat fireman. Fireman. Fireman, heat fireman. Fireman.
Kwakhona usendlini wena enqinisekisa nalobu sombizile uphantse waphoswa ubangokufikayo kodwa ke sesingaphakathi ke enqinisekisa ngumlilo Fire Talks sisaphethe a warmth enqinisekisa reasoning, right? Yeah man, we're not just talking. Yeah man, it's a reasoning with Nkulu Dube inside. usisiNkulee already now moving from the fact that wena now you are interacting with abantu now. And firstly, I want to put it, I know Guti the international, whatever they've done, actually the international world around the community itself, or should I say the African, I would say the countries around. But when we come here, Ekaya, basically, the interaction, firstly, starting to talk about the mere fact that it was for the first time in Cape Town, Ibiza, and not only Ibiza, but giving the tribute to Utata. And for that, just how basically you're feeling around that.
I mean, it's a great honor. I mean, it's a first tribute for Baba that is done in South Africa. So we've attended tributes all over the world for Baba. So it's very nice to have the city of Cape Town to bring us here. We are just honored. My brother's here too.
Ndasekhaya angazi noba ngizathi ke mhlambi mangabe ndingena kule ndawo ukuthi like many people in South Africa, they come up basically with different challenges politically. You'd find out ukuthi era whereby you'd find that people are talking about the president must go down, and some are saying no because we've got the ruling party as well. But now we are looking at the issue of music in South Africa has been also set at 90%. You know, now quickly that is being reviewed again. But how, as an artist, you know, ithetha ukuthini le nto to uNkule?
You know, in the Bazama 90% and then 10 for outside, or for, is it 90 for us, or is it 90 for us and then 10 for the rest? But then it's, you know, it's just politics. I don't entertain. I mean, I'm a live performer. I love people to see and touch and feel, you know. So all the things that happen in via the internet and what, that's not me. That's not my life. So, 90%, did your music play? Did people hear what you're saying is what I want to know.
That's good. And kumke manje ngokusisi like kunabantu enqinisekisa into okubana they tend to bana kulezi ngoma lozibhalayo. You might interact. Ingaba mhlambi there are some people that you feel ukuthi you are much touched, you know, that you might feel ukuthi you would want to bana ube nokuweka kunye naye lo mntu, because listening to other musicians as alapha ekhaya, especially those who might be reggae let's say reggae, it might be hip hop, but what I want to know is kunazo na artist apha ekhaya konke ukuthi this one they touch you to the level you'd like to work with them.
Yes, definitely. I would love.
You've worked with Lord Hamon already.
Yes, I've worked with, and I would love to work with Sister Kali. Yes. She is an amazing vocalist. She can do things that, you know, women like us, because I have a very, you know, hard voice, like it's deep. So hers is like sweet and, you know, nice and smooth on the rhythm. So yeah, I would love to work with Sister Kali.
Now Sister Kali, you know.
Yeah, Tandiswa, obviously. Yeah, that's like the queen.
Right.
Yeah, I would love to work with her.
Mama, like umuntu ujonguthi like umuntu uzawufuna ukwazi, because mostly this is a question I throw to any artist that comes towards the show. Like when it comes to music, sometimes it's music to other people, and then sometimes it's the calling. You know, so I want to find out from you your take on that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it is. I know it is a calling, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't love it and enjoy it and live for it so much. Because into zabantu abadala, ihlangene nabantu abadala, it's not mine. It's for the energy. Thokoza. So ihamba nemimoya, music. Inaleyo nto, there's that vibe that invokes some I don't know, something, some spiritual something. So yeah, it has to be.
Now, on that spiritual note, there are those spiritual artists down there who might be sort of also listening or watching out as we are sort of, I would say, on this interview. But what I want your message to that artist that might feel my music is not giving me what I'm yet waiting for. Because knowing for the fact you started from the age of 16 years, and then that's when 24 years, that's when people tend to recognize, you know. So just what would you say to that spiritual artist there, that spiritual message?
What I would say is that, you know, when you start, establish your own voice. Find out what do you want to say, what do you want to do. It's about, like, make everything your talent. Just put yourself in a room and know you. Because when you open the door, everyone else is going to tell you who you are. If you don't know who you are. Then that's when you find artists, then next year she's like on some, and then next year she's doing something else, next year she's doing whatever, and then you just get lost in the crowd. So, but if you know your own voice and your own essence, when you get out of that door, you tell them who you are. They're not going to tell you, whether it be companies, whether it be promoters, publishers, or whatever. everybody, just you tell them because you know what you want and who you are. Find your own voice and everything will follow.
I not care about who and them.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Who
you
them?
don't-
Wago
Don't
disrespect
yeah,
Rastaman.
don't care about who are them, you know,
Yes.
we tell you straight. Righteously, that takes us basically to the video, because now I would like us people to watch this video, and it is the video of Nkuli Dube from actually the album basically that she has made. It's actually the album called My Way, right? Remember, it's who are them who come for this Rasta man, not this, no Rasta.
Respect Rasta man, who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Pingy don't drag, Pingy don't rob, Pingy don't steal, Pingy don't kill, Pingy don't mix in a coke and crack, Pingy don't smoke man drugs, no, no. Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Children don't know, Rasta man are the foundation. Children don't know, Pingy man are the anointed one. Why go disrespect Rasta man? No, why go disrespect Pingy man? So let the people know it, children know it, the whole world know it, I and I know it. Rasta don't mix in and no politics. We put another fire upon the dirty police, then we put another fire upon the man with menace. They don't want to see a Rasta enjoy his blessing. Rasta don't mix in a extortion, Bingy don't mix in a rebel things. Jaja business is a Rasta man thing, Rasta man thing for the meditation. Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Children don't know, Rasta man are the foundation. Children don't know, Pingy man are the anointed one. Why go disrespect Rasta man? No, why go disrespect Pingy man? Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Who them, why go disrespect Rasta man? Who them, why go disrespect Pingy man? Children don't know, Rasta man are the foundation. Children don't know, Pingy man are the anointed one. Why go disrespect Rasta man?
Fireman, fireman, he's fireman. Fireman.